start recording the game. Okay. So it's been, I don't know, 2 weeks. Since the party almost met their untimely end at the hands of a random encounter, which would have been a humiliating way to go. Like these gods chose you for a reason, or did
They
they?
chose us for the wrong reasons, apparently.
I mean, you never know. The gods are strange and mysterious.
They're fickle.
Maybe they needed your corpses to be left in this valley to be found a century from now for some other ulterior purpose. But no, you managed to succumb. Not succumb. You managed to overcome the fire-themed baddies that were wandering through the mountain. Some water and earth-based bad guys. And so you're starting to detect a pattern here. You were traveling to Belliard, which was the last known location of the Mirabar delegation, which is ostensibly your main goal. But as you wake up the next morning after a long rest, break camp. Is there anything that you need me to know before I move forward? I know that we had this whole conversation on Discord about people not having time to discuss things in character, so I don't want to rush you forward if you wanted to. I'm going to say you have a map of the general area. Does anybody have survival? Like train?
Believe I do? No.
No.
I have a +2 in it, but that's it. It's not trained.
Alaric does.
Who does?
I have a +0.
Alaric
I do.
is trained in it? Okay.
Yep. I think it's from a hermit background.
Ooh, I see you've updated your dude.
I didn't really update it. I just came up with a new
Just
thing.
the whole
I
body
thought I would
or
post it.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we were kind of following the tracks of the people who survived the attack from the grave area.
Well, as far as the tracks go, yeah. I see your roll. Guess what? I don't know where the tracks go, so therefore you lose the trail. Yeah, Elias is more convincing than you, so you follow his tracks and not Mabith's, and you lose the trail. It's and slightly cold, not like winter coat cold, but seems like it's a little unseasonably chill for this time of year for this region of Faerun.
What time of year is it?
It's like early spring.
Okay.
Feels like some tail ends of winter have decided to blow down on you this morning, but nothing you can't manage. And you travel for the rest of, or for, let's see, how far is this? 12 miles? Half the day before you get to an intersection. There's like a sign. I'm not exactly sure what the Veil of Dancing Waters is, and if that would be something that would be on a signpost.
I think it had some importance to the dwarves. Like spiritual importance or something,
Yeah.
if I'm remembering right.
That's why I'm looking in my sometimes helpful thing. Narrow Gorge. Yes, you are right. It is a sacred place where the dwarf. But yeah, you have no real reason to go there, and the main road that leads to Belliard continues to the north. through the mountains. You do not run into any more encounters before you reach the stone bridge, which I believe 2 miles long and 400 feet high, comfortably spanning the widest spring flood of the Desserin River. It is a sacred rite of pilgrimage for many dwarves. Well, you may or may not know that. Actually, make a history check if you care to know more about the stone bridge.
Nope.
You know nothing about the stone bridge. I will show you the picture of it, though. You will see that it does not look like something people made. Let's see, where is
Are you
it?
saying dwarves aren't people?
No, I'm saying dwarves didn't make it either.
Like it wasn't made by humanoids, in other
Right.
words.
Like it was crafted by gods.
Just kind of droops
Ah.
down at the other end there.
Right.
Nothing holding it up in the middle. That's sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it is definitely oops. There we go. Weird.
Why would it go
it's
so
just called the
high
Stone
up
Bridge?
It's just
before
called the Stone
cross
Bridge, yep.
Weird.
mile vertical before it goes across?
Well, because sometimes the river floods, I guess.
It's a lot of
How do you
flooding.
get up that
Looks like the
vertical
mountains would
part?
need to flood.
I'm assuming the other side also
Climbing
has a
gear?
steep incline. I'm gonna say that it's not steps because like wagons and stuff will travel up of it. Up of it?
Ooh, a slide! Let's go!
I'm gonna
One
say
side is a slide.
misleading because it's probably more of a gentle slope than that because you can take
Yeah,
wagons and
I
things
would guess
across
it's
it.
the angle that we're looking at it from.
So
but-
when the river floods, it becomes a water slide.
Yeah.
I pull out my shield. I just slide down it.
Yeah.
for winter, it's great for sledding.
New headcanon, it's not a bridge, it's just a staple from when the gods were making the world. This one's sticking up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those are two continents. They were supposed to be together, but the arts and crafts project didn't quite work out.
So they just stapled it.
Yep.
Mark, check your audio settings to see if you're using a different mic than usual because you sound louder and cracklier.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So I don't know if it's one of those things where it's switched on you. If it's fine, it's fine. But I just figured I'd put it out. Sometimes my computer decides it wants to use my webcam mic instead of my,
Testing?
fancy
Yeah.
pants. Does it sound different? I think it sounds
Talk
maybe
more.
the same.
Testing?
It's about the same, but I think it's fine.
Okay.
Just letting you know in case you can like tinker around while we're doing this. But if you start speaking and we don't hear you, you might need a message.
Testing?
Still good.
Testing?
Oh, that's different.
Testing?
It's getting quieter.
Okay.
No, you sound fine.
Yeah.
You're pretty good for now.
Okay then.
All right.
And-
So what? Go ahead.
Mavis will kind of examine the bridge and maybe look for signs of, well, kind of who might have made it, like signs
Maker's
of,
mark or something.
yeah, or construction, or maybe religious symbols even, and kind
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna make a
offhandedly-
religion check.
Okay.
I'm not good at that though.
Yeah, I think I'll try that as well.
I only have a +1, so I literally rolled a 1.
This is the party of low rolls.
Guys, I think I'm starting to see why we almost died in that last encounter.
Okay.
Our
here, let's
Jesus does
see.
not worship, or you do not worship.
Roll
our
20
Jesus.
hates us.
Yeah.
There you go.
It
You're
seems
welcome.
to hate this
Okay.
party.
Yep.
All right.
You're,
I'll
you're
say,
welcome for that religion.
given the religious nature of the party and your interest in studying the bridge, it's for the most part, remarkably featureless. But there are some subtle nods to Moradin in the crafting of the bridge, being the, I guess, lead dwarven pantheon god. But yeah, it's a long bridge. It spans, what was it, 4 miles across before you finally head down the far end of it. And it's not that much of a walk after that before you reach the town of Belliard. And I made a little art piece. Probably more houses than there would be in this town. Orchards and large cattle ranches surround the little town of Belliard. Large stockyards lie on the east side of town. The stone warehouses along the Desserin Road indicate regular caravan traffic that passes through. There are a few places where people seem to gather, most notably the Watchful Night Inn. There's a few general stores and a tavern.
Anyone need a general?
Buying some insurance. You can just move your tokens off the map here. You don't need to.
That way we can see the mud.
You can see the mud. Yeah, exactly.
So does the river go right through the town? Or is
So,
this just,
I believe
this just what the AI created?
I believe the AI decided to put a road or a river there because the mud was in the description. And so it's like, oh, mud must come from somewhere. This was the
Let's put a river right
was
down the middle of the
the-
whole town.
yeah, this was the best looking of the images that I was able to get, and I wasn't gonna waste 3 hours trying to fine tune it for this one scene. So.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's fine. You get a lot of looks. You are not exactly a subtle party. Pretty heavily armored, I think, except for maybe Mark and Chris. So half the party, more than half the party. And you're not with horses, so as you walk into town, people stop and stare. One little kid just rudely pointing at you as you walk by him, and as his mom keeps slapping his hand down and it keeps coming back up to point at you. When you make eye contact with some of the people, especially Fjolnir, anyone that you look at immediately turns away or tries to look like they were doing anything but looking at you.
How do you do passives?
It's 10
How do they
plus
calculate?
whatever
Is
your
it
bonus
10
is.
plus your?
Yeah.
So my passive intimidation would be 15.
So you're just passively always intimidating people?
Jesus.
Passive intimidation, that's great.
It's an aura.
Yeah, kind of.
I do have. It's basically like an aura, but it's one of my channel divinities.
Yeah, Mavis kind of looks at the kid with one good eye, like, hello? Since she's missing one eye.
I didn't know you were missing an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big claw mark scar over the
that
other.
woman is huge.
And that's when you hear from her backpack,
Mother, I crave violence.
It wasn't me this time, Mom. What would you like to do as you stand in the middle of town?
How long of a trek has this been since the last time we actually were in town?
From Red Lark, it was like 2 days. Not even.
So we probably want
About
to
2
find a
days.
place to rest.
Well, the only place you can see that looks like it might have rooms is the Watchful Night Inn. It's a large 2-story building in the similar design as every other building in town. And a lot of people are coming and going. It looks like it's fairly popular as a hangout spot for farmers on their lunch stops or caravans passing through or whatnot. So odds are, when the delegation came through, they probably would have stopped in there. You head in, and there's a balding guy wiping down the bar, dirty apron, and he kind of looks up and he stops wiping down, and the guy kind of perks up and, oh look, somebody that maybe have money. And then as the rest of you file in with Fjolnir bringing in the rear, walking and just eyeballing every person in the place, the guy's demeanor kind of changes to a look of guarded nervousness, and it looks like his hand might go to the shotgun under the counter, except that there isn't one, but you know what I mean. Crossbow, the heavy crossbow underneath the countertop. But after he regains his composure, he says, You're a different lot. I ain't seen a group like yours before. You looking for rooms or just passing through?
I'll probably need a room. We are looking for... Did you see a delegation coming through here?
Dwarven delegation. It's all anyone's talking about. I hear tell they went missing south of here just about a week ago.
So it's been that long. But they did get here.
They did. They were planning to head south. Summit Hall, I think, was where they were going next. They had someone to bury. I didn't want them bringing the body in my inn, so I made them keep it in the stable. Call me superstitious, but my place.
How do you say?
They friends of yours?
Who? You could say that, but we're looking for them. We're supposed to help them.
Order of the Gauntlet and Lord's Alliance? Kind of is looking at Elias and Alaric at the same time. Must be important then.
And Emerald Circle.
You probably
Nominally.
don't have like, insignia all over you like they would necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously there's no Venturim any indications on Fjolnir because they're kind of secretive. They're more the secret handshake type.
Alaric says, yes, strange times make for strange allies.
And
then he looks over at Fjolnir as he says this.
Indeed.
This is
Yeah, something bigger than missing delegations is going on here.
Oh, you're telling me. We get we've had more than our fair share of earthquakes for this time of year. It's been raining off and on constantly since the delegation came through. Rough weather all around.
Hopefully no wildfires yet.
Not this far north, but I heard about a couple down southerly ways. Is that why you religious types are here? Gonna set right the cosmic forces that are fucking with our little valley?
Maybe. We'll see if that's their plan.
I'm not much of a one for religions. I don't say I don't not believe, but I mind my own. They don't bother me and I don't bother them. Anyway,
Well, sadly, it seems like there's some cults bothering everyone, including each other, so...
Yeah, well, can't say as I know much about that. But what I do know about is running an inn. I got enough space for the 5 of you if you don't mind bunking together. Common room is 2 silver apiece, so a gold piece will cover you.
I offer a gold piece.
He will gingerly take it from you. Like as if it's going to burn his hand when he takes it. When it remains cool to the touch, he puts it in his little till drawer or whatever it is, and he hands over a large key, just a single key, because it's a common room. Or actually, no, he'll give you 5 keys because it's for the bunks, the chests at the foot of the bed, so you can put your stuff in them. The common room itself is kind of just open. You looking to eat too while you're here?
Yeah, might as well.
That's another silver, please. Each. Meal's cooking now. Give us an hour. Stew should be warm. We got fresh bread. Milk, if you like milk. It is a farming town. There's I would say the common area is like half full of people drinking and talking, and kind of hushed now that you've come in as they watch to see what you do. But some of the people go back to their conversations when it looks like violence isn't about to break out. Older, gray hair. Looks like he's had a few drinks. Gets up, grabs a stick that he uses to walk, and he kind of hobbles over toward, we'll say Alaric. You're probably in the front-ish of the group, and he kind of steadies himself and pokes you with the front of the stick. Hey, you gonna find them dwarfs?
That is our plan, yes.
You know what took them?
No, why do you?
Well, I was hoping you could settle a bet. I'm saying the guys on the flying birds took them. My friends over there said they were swallowed by the earth, them being dwarfs and all. But I swear...
Yes, it's not a gamble.
Kind of cocks an eyeball at you. Yeah, that's true. I guess that is true. And it's coming for me sooner than most, I think.
What kind of birds are you talking about?
Big birds. Big birds what guys people ride on.
The yellow with long necks and orange legs?
No, they're
Sorry.
big feathered birds with bald heads. Not that I got a good close look at them.
Oh, vulture types. How big?
How big would it have to be to get on it? Horse size, I say.
Okay, so horse-sized, not dragon-sized, or,
Look, I ain't seen them up close. But I saw a pair of them flying overhead. Looks also to be an ancient guy who kind of waves when he gets pointed at. Says that I've had too many drinks. And that there was no guy riding a giant bird flying over my farm. But I know what I saw, he says, pointing at his cousin and projecting it more at him than he is talking to you at that point. So when you find them bird riders, you bring one of them back here and you show him that I'm right. They picked up the dwarves. I swear to you, there's their claws like this. They would have come down and they would have grabbed the dwarfs and float away with them.
I'm not at all good at this, but I guess maybe a nature roll to guess it's a bird that size. I don't know.
Well, I would say there are giant eagles,
Right.
giant vultures, giant the rocks, for example, I think is what Chris is alluding to. Which are like dragon-sized.
Yeah, history check for trying to like if you knew of a group that actually rode on those.
Yes. Everybody can make a history roll in that regard. And I'm going to give Elias advantage.
I'm not sure he's with us.
Oh, no. Did you fall asleep?
I think so.
Me? No.
All right. Then you got to listen. You got to listen to the game.
I am listening.
Did you roll history?
Oh, no, I did not.
With advantage.
With advantage?
With advantage because of a reason. Well, 2's not going to get it. 9's not going to get it. Oh, is that your Alarix 15?
I'm not going to get it. I'm -1. I'm at
Yeah, but you get
-1.
advantage, so you might.
I'm also at -1, and I rolled a 17, so
Yeah.
it can happen.
Wait, how do I roll it with advantage?
There should be a
You turn on
toggle at the top of the
advantage.
character sheet that says advantage.
Oh, okay.
And-
Just remember to swap it back.
Okay, yeah, Elias, you were right. You didn't get it. But Alaric and Fjolnir are well traveled enough to know that Waterdeep has a squadron of Griffin riders. So, it is regular to see people on mounted creatures that could be potentially mistaken for birds.
Right. How
Hippogriffs
far away
also.
is that?
Waterdeep is a few days, I think. Well, maybe more than a few days.
Oh,
It's where Elias
how
came from.
far would it be in
By flying?
flight time?
Well, it's a straight line instead of following the roads. We'll probably half,
Right.
maybe.
Bird probably might fly faster than the horse. I don't know.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be the Waterdeep unit. It's just that you know
Right.
that there are groups that can fly. There are mounted
Right.
bird riding and things of that nature. But he
Well, we'll keep an eye out. And my one eye is pretty good.
Kind of grin.
Yeah, you do that. And if you bring back proof, I got 50 gold for you. 50 gold. 50 gold. Half of it's coming from him. Points over his cousin here.
What is it with the people in these towns and their bets?
Not much else to do.
Suppose not.
There are a few other people wandering around and whatnot. And assuming that you sit down, have your food, you realize, since you don't generally converse amongst yourselves all that much, that as you listen in on the conversations around you, most people are talking about the delegation, about the missing dwarves, about theories on where they went. And you do catch another, like the whisper of somebody saying, "No, right. I saw some flying people too." But unless you start interrogating people, they're gonna not give you much information.
At some point, I want to ask the innkeeper or others about.
So you said one of them arrived dead. What can you tell me about that dead person?
He was in a coffin, and I didn't ask questions. They were transporting his body for an honorable burial at Summit Hall.
Ah.
one of the rest
Oh,
of you
it-
has actually been given that. I think it was Brian. was mentioned that that's what they were doing. One of the reasons to find them.
Oh, it was the person they were transporting for burial, not someone else who died.
Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it?
Strange events. Just, I wouldn't have been surprised if someone else had died of strange circumstances, like being crushed and drowned and suffocated at the same time.
That sounds like a weird way to go. No, as far as I can tell, they were having no issues when they were here. They were in good spirits, and they were making good time, they said.
Hmm.
I'm going to take the initiative because no one is asking questions of random people. So I'm going to say, a young woman who's overhearing this, one of the serving girls who is coming back with a tray of drinks, empty cups and stuff, stops and says, Neshor, may I? He says, yeah, go ahead. She says, when they were here, there was a strange monk wearing a golden mask who was sitting in the back of the common room here, over there on that chair there, and they were watching the delegation the whole night. They left right before the delegation left in the morning, and I think they might be related.
Can you describe the mask they wore?
It was gold, covered from the nose up, where I couldn't see how high it went because they were wearing a thick leather hood.
So this was a monk in a golden mask?
They seem to be a monk of some type, or a learned cloak-wearing person, I assumed.
So, religion check?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was thinking
you
of
can try
doing
that.
Nice.
Okay, let me see.
Ah,
It doesn't ring a bell of any particular religion that wears a golden face mask that she describes.
Okay.
Well, that is peculiar. We have seen evidence of a few elemental cults in the area that one of them accosted us, a couple seem to have accosted another party, but this doesn't sound exactly like one of them.
Could that be why the weather's so fucked up?
Could be related. So yes, I would avoid the mountains. At least that's where we saw some of them.
Well, let me bring you back here.
But thank you for the tip. We can keep an eye out for this masked person.
Oops, is it the right one? There. You're up here now.
How long has the weather been strange here?
Few weeks, I would say.
So it was already when the delegation arrived, but
It was starting to get odd and a little spotty. I didn't really put the two together until now that you mention it. Maybe within a few days, I would say.
Well, we'll go take a look and see what we can see in the morning.
Please do. And if you find them, tell them they underpaid. I'm kidding. I wouldn't have let them leave until they paid.
Would you have been able to prevent them from leaving?
Probably not. It was a group of like 30. And they ate a lot. I should have charged more, honestly. Well, you have good luck. May all your various and sundry gods help you in your journeys and your travels.
Thanks. Hope nothing bad happens to this town.
Yeah. We're a small town. Nobody cares about us.
Well, that's all I had, I think.
So throughout the night, as long as you stay in the common area, there are rumors, and just more than once you hear references to people in shining armor flying on unmounted, some kind of mounted creature. Usually it's an argument between two people about how could a person in armor ride on a bird. You do hear stories of people emerging from rocks and then disappearing again into said rocks. You hear mutterings of cloaked figures lurking around the outskirts of the farms at night. And one guy says a couple of his cows went missing. It just kind of feeds into the rumors and ideas you've already been getting, and a lot of the descriptions of some of the people described are similar to the group that fought you on the road here. So obviously there's some kind of cultish movement going on in and around this whole area, like from Red Larch all the way up to Bellyard. It's like a big chunk of, like this whole hill apparently is a big ball of cult activity. But Summit Hall is how far of a travel? You move, so it's about a day's travel straight south if you straight march and don't stop and look for clues. But as far as you know, Summit Hall has seen nothing of them, so they were lost somewhere between the two. And Summit Hall is an Order of the Gauntlet stronghold. So if you have no other actions, you can rest for the night in the Wayward Night Inn.
Good.
And you awaken to the same room you left. It's got some farmers in there getting a quick breakfast in before heading out to do their cow things. What?
Their cow things.
Whatever things cow people do. I'm not a farmer. Do I look like a farmer to you? They do cow things.
This is starting to sound like you're in playing literature.
All right, so what do you want to do? I'm not here to tell you what happens. You're here to tell me what you want to do.
Unless anyone else says something they want to do, I say we head out.
Yeah.
Yep.
In
Let's go.
In which direction? As if I don't already know.
Northeast, obviously.
Northeast, of course, to get out of here. Pull
Yeah,
the
south.
ripcord.
Definitely
We are
south.
out. All right, you follow the trail
Yeah.
south from Belliard towards Summit Hall, and further down the town of Womford. The Desserin Road leads south through the barren Sumbar Hills. You don't meet any other travelers today, but you find evidence that the trail supports traffic. Wagon ruts and mule droppings prove that people come this way on a regular basis. You find nothing else until you're about 15 miles south of Belliard, when you spot a cloud of ravens and vultures circling a mile or so west of the trail.
Vultures.
That looks promising in a sense.
We should probably check that out.
Vultures usually imply dead animals, so.
Or people.
You go off the road toward the west.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright, because of the circling birds, it's easy to kind of pinpoint where you're heading. And after about a mile or so off the trail, you find a small dell, or in a small dell, the remains of a battle. A dozen dead soldiers lie on the ground, dressed in black surcoats bearing the emblem of a red axe. Most appear to have died from battle injuries, although some lie in small craters or jumbles of broken rock. Abandoned and looted wagons lie nearby. A couple of broken trunks sit on the ground by the wagons. Two rock cairns, one large and one small, stand atop a hilltop nearby. Most of you recognize the red axe design as the emblem of Mirbar.
What is Mirvar?
Mirbar, it's the town where the dwarves, where this delegation.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna look. I want to look further at the guys that look like they were crushed and hit by rocks and such.
Make it an Arcana check. Ooh, great.
And that's with a +2.
They were beaten by rocks, apparently. You don't see any of the delegates that you have descriptions of. It looks like all the dead here are members of the escort portion of the delegation.
I'm going to examine the cairns.
Okay. The large cairn contains the bodies of 5 dead bugbears, dressed in black leather armor with a strange triangular symbol on it. I believe you've seen that symbol once before.
Which
Yeah,
one?
we've got some in our notes. There's 2 of them. Which one? Is it the upside down triangle or
It's
the upward pointing?
It's the upward pointing one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Earth as opposed to air.
The small cairn contains the body of a human woman in monk's robes with a strange golden mask shaped like a... The mask is made of gilded tin and not particularly valuable.
A snargoyle face.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals as a ritual and see if I can flag down one of the birds to converse.
Okay. You cast a spell and you're hollering up to them, and a couple ravens come dropping down, and they cock their heads at you and they say, "You speak?"
Indeed. I was curious if you clever fellows could tell me what happened here. Who killed all these people?
So I'm just gonna let me think for a second. I think the raven would be why should I know? I just got here.
So you were not here before. I see.
We knew of it. We could smell it, but something was off. The air was weird. We couldn't get close until recently.
Weird. How? Were the winds high?
It smelled wrong.
Like disease or
Like, stay
how
away if
so?
you want to live.
But it sounds like that has subsided. Curious.
I mean, it looks to you like this battle was at least a week old, if not longer.
True.
Does anyone else want to make an Arcana roll? And or a survival roll to check for tracks?
Probably
I'll do
will.
survival.
Well, would you like something to eat?
Yes! That's why we came down.
I'm refreshing. These dice rolls are bullshit.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I will allow rerolls because Roll20 has decided it hates you today.
Yeah,
last time
doing
I
that
think
a
it's
lot.
just this game.
Well, the problem is that none of us chose RNG Jesus as our savior.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good
That
point.
is definitely it, yeah. Oh, there we go. All right, Maveth. Well, you're talking to the bird right now, so we'll get to that in a minute. But you throw some
I'll give the
seeds or
bird
whatever at
some
them, they eat at it.
old,
Yeah.
maybe some meat I got from the town if we got some.
Might be a bit fresher than what's around here.
True, true. You're nicer than the other ones.
The other humans
The two
or
legs that walk around.
Oh.
The not flyers. And the,
Oh.
the other bird says, some of them fly. Oh, yeah.
can you describe the ones that fly? They have wings?
No, they look like him, and they kind of point toward Brian. But they ride those, and they point up at the vultures circling overhead. Big ones, says the second bird.
Well, that's interesting. Well, thank you. Well, it helps to be friendly, I find. So I only wish most of us weren't such jerks.
Yeah.
But thank you kindly.
Thank you for the seeds and the meat. Alaric is walking around doing his Sherlock Holmes thing, putting his feet in the other boot steps, taking multiple strides, counting, doing math on his fingers, maybe having to take a boot off so he can go past 10. But otherwise doing some tracking and some whatever, and comes up with a theory that it was probably 30 bugbears that ambushed this party.
I think I hear snoring.
Oh, yeah. We gotta figure something out with him. As well as some medium humanoids in boots, and all these trails head west further into the hills.
Okay.
Is this to keep him awake? I think he's awake again.
He's looking at his phone.
I am looking at my phone.
Drink all those Red Bulls you were lining up on the desk.
Right?
I can't imagine drinking Red Bull and then just sitting and not feeling uncomfortable.
Well, I've done it with Monster when a WoW expansion comes out. Chugging Monsters and playing for 20 hours straight. Okay. The Arcana check reveals that, yes, the craters and rock jumbles are the effects of powerful earth-based magic.
So how many of the corpses have that red X?
All of the corpses do.
How many corpses are there?
Like a dozen? A little over a dozen, I think?
7.
And it looks like they were ambushed by about 30 bugbears.
Oh, yeah. If there were, well, there was the burial of the woman with the mask and the burial of 5 bugbears. So it looks like, obviously, the surviving group buried their dead and just left their opponents to rot. But given what the birds implied, whatever forces were imposed or implied at play here made the environment unsavory for the carrion birds to show up until now, which explains why nobody in Belliard and Summit Hall or whatever that the birds have finally started picking it clean, and it's over a week old.
I want to inspect this dead woman with the mask more.
Okay.
Maybe check her pockets and things like that.
She wears a necklace that also has that earth symbol on it. 8 silver on her, not a lot. No keychains or identifying merchant, no wallet with her ID in it. There's nothing to really get immediately from it.
We don't know how that bartender woman knew that she was a monk, though. She said she was a monk.
It was a guess based on the way she looked.
Yeah.
So
Based on the clothing. Yeah.
Shaved head.
Well,
when you say monk, you mean priest type monk,
kind of dressed like Obi-Wan Kenobi, just looking like.
Okay. Person of the cloth.
Person of cloth, yes.
Robes, and not the wizard kind of robes.
Right. But
I'm willing to bet this was the
as
leader
opposed to martial arts monk.
But except for the strange golden mask.
What does she look like under the mask? Pretty normal?
Yeah, pretty normal human woman. I would say shaved head probably is accurate. And really dirty. Like, never bothered to bathe.
Dirty. I wonder, maybe they bathe in dirt?
Like dirt baths, like an elephant takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll share what I know, and if Alaric is sharing, I'll take a look and see or ask him, does it look like any of the tracks leading away are human or something other than bugbears?
Yes. Leaving as well.
So they may have taken the others prisoner.
Where do these tracks lead to? Do they continue to go south?
West.
Maybe we should follow the tracks for now instead of heading south. That might give us answers quicker.
Yes.
So I guess we're heading west following tracks.
Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm just doing a little. All right. So you follow the tracks west. You have a. Sorry, hold on a second. The trail leads several miles to the banks of the Desserin River in the middle of nowhere, but you can see some gouges on the bank showing where several boats were landed.
Seeing the tracks disappear then.
Yep.
Well, that complicates and simplifies things.
You said there are boats?
There were boats. There are notches in the sand at the beach where there were boats.
Oh.
Several boats.
What body of water is this?
It's the river coming down the Desserin River.
Oh, right, okay.
It's like right around. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. It's right around here where you find the boats. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Who knows where they were heading? It could have been going to the Vale of Dancing Waters. It could have been going to Red Larch or somewhere else.
Well, they were likely going north or south. At least I hope so, unless these were flying boats. Which, what a thing that would be. How silly. Probably piloted by oozes or something. We could go along the riverbanks one direction and see if we see any more signs.
Yeah, I think that might be the best course of action. Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
We don't know which way they went, but if they had gone south, eventually they might have passed by the inn, Barge Right Inn, or Womford, so someone might have seen them.
Vale of Dancing Waters, is that a temple or?
It's a site that is for some reason venerated by the dwarves. There's like an old temple there, supposedly.
So if we're heading south, we could make our way towards that.
True, we could see if anything happened there as well.
Except we're on the wrong side of the river. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, was they might have been heading to the Vale of Dancing Waters for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
How far across is the river again?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yep.
At its widest,
Trigonometry
it's 4
time.
miles, but that's at like high river, high tide, whatever it is. That's why the stone bridge is so long.
Right. So the question is,
Right. It's not
should we travel north and check out the riverbank on the way north, and then cut across the bridge and then head back down the other side so that we can hit up the Vale of Dancing Water when we get there? It's a long, dumb loop, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my only concern, is that we might be taking longer Might well on a wild goose chase if we do that.
Right. I'd rather
Oh, I
just
don't.
cross the river if it's narrow enough.
I don't think we have a way of crossing it though.
Yeah,
The GM's looking. Give us a minute.
I'm trying to see if there's any information specifically on the river. And I can't seem to find it, so I'm going to say it's a fairly fast-moving river that fording in armor is probably too difficult without a boat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's big enough to probably
Whose
a decent
survival
river.
skill is strong enough that we could lash together a raft just good enough to get us across?
Crumbles apart on the other side.
Right.
Or build us a party barge.
I love the party barge. We need to play
Put some beds on it.
We need to play
Like
Ark
4
again.
stories tall, so it obscures your camera.
Yep.
You're sailing blind.
Oh, Ark. I miss these sometimes.
I'm leaning towards going north, crossing the bridge, and then coming south along the river. But I don't know what everyone else thinks.
Yeah, that probably would be the safest way to do it. Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm going to be looking at my little journal book thing, going north or south, like waving it around as if it's a dowsing stick while staring at the cover. Hot, cold,
Are you going to walk along the river north? Like,
a little bit.
I think that was our plan.
okay. All right.
Mhm.
Are all your passive perceptions accurate? Except for Michael's, who doesn't have his in there.
Check.
Huh? What?
Yes.
You don't have your passive perception
Yeah.
listed on your name at the bottom of the screen, so I can't see it.
Yes, mine's correct.
12, 15, 15,
Mine's
12.
accurate.
Those are pretty good. 15s. That's crazy. I mean, I guess wisdom.
Find my passive? Where do I find my passive?
Your passive perception is your perception skill plus 10.
Oh, so 12.
Okay. See, everybody changes their screen name to their character name plus their armor class and passive perception, so I can quickly eyeball it without having to open anybody's character sheets. You travel north along the river. Not really anything to spot going north necessarily. Give me actual some perceptions checks. Alaric, you catch glimpse more than once of at first they look like just birds flying overhead. But you happen to look at them at the right time to catch the sun glinting off of something shiny on the back of these birds. And with the 24, all right, Mavis catches this too. They definitely, it would have slipped your mind if you hadn't been told earlier that there were these potential people riding around on birds. So you've taken that extra initiative to watch when you see birds in the distance. And because there's nothing to gauge scale in the sky, it's easy to mistake a vulture that's close with a vulture with a guy on it that's very far away. But because you're kind of looking for it, now you notice it. And it happens more than once over the 12 hours it takes you to get back to the stone bridge. It's like a trio of them. And you think that maybe you're being tracked or otherwise watched. every so often they'll dip down behind a hilltop or a horizon or whatever it is, but then, an hour later, there they are, kind of circling in the distance. I will
Oh, they'll know we're here.
I will say that it happened last week, and I don't remember if I accurately described it or not, but when you were digging the shallow graves, or when you were like investigating those shallow graves, the guy that brought you there mentioned people come up here riding flying monsters in reference to Feathergale Spire, which was the tower down here.
Oh.
Well, I think we can guess which of them uses flying monsters, most likely.
Assume the air cult.
And it's probably not Earth. They would use flightless birds.
Chocobo cult.
Ground owls. But they like burrow in the ground.
Right.
They have...
No. Yeah, all 4 of these cults ride birds. Some of them ride ducks. Some of them ride ostriches. Some of them ride vultures. And I don't know what the fire ones would ride.
Phoenixes.
Clearly.
Phoenixes, there we go.
Flamingos.
And they get into these crazy chicken fights. Talons mostly. No, you didn't actually see any signs of bird type damage. Ooh, careful.
How about signs of giant bird turds? That would be not difficult to track.
You know what? With Alaric's survival roll, I would say that yes, you would have seen some signs of large vulture shit that you wouldn't necessarily have known about had you not been looking for it. Because it's like white and brown piles of almost
And green.
powdery and green. Yeah, you're right. I had an iguana. Same shit.
I think birds have only the one hole.
The cloaca?
Well, that's for breathing and eating and everything else. But no, I don't think they have the 2 different forms of like liquid and solid
Right.
waste.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's the
cloaca.
one.
Yep.
And if I remember, vultures,
They cough up a bunch of shit.
they
too, right?
basically shit on their legs to cool off.
Ew, I'm glad I don't have to do
Yeah,
that.
really gross and weird.
Evolution's weird.
Yup.
Oh, it's not real. Evolution's not real. Anyway.
Why would God design that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Here's a fish that pees through its skin. Why?
All right, so you get back to the bridge, and the sightings kind of thin. Like eventually, it becomes they stop showing up. And then you cross the giant bridge, and then you are working your way back down the river.
Yep.
All right. How slowly are you moving? Because you normally can cross 24 miles in a day, but if you're like trying to check every length of the river for
I
tracks
think
and
we were
things,
probably checking more on the east side and kind of like observing the west side while we did it, and we're probably less concerned on the way back down to where we were
okay.
on the opposite side.
Because we know that's where they took the boats from.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So probably evens out.
Okay. All right. So by the time you get back down to right about the opposite point where you started from, it's been a full day. Actually, it's probably been a full day by the time you get up here, because it would have taken half the day to get to the ambush site. So I'm gonna say you would break for camp
Break for camp on the bridge.
or on the bridge if you want. On the bridge you have no sense of cover because there are no guardrails or anything. So you make a little fire in the middle of this long span of bridge, and you're just this beacon in the night on the top of this giant stone
Lay flat and no one can see us from the ground.
bridge. Yeah, that's it. That's a good idea. Do that.
But with the vultures, I don't know if that's a concern.
Right. I'm not sure how to play this. This is interesting.
I would say camp out on the underside of
Oh.
the far side of the bridge.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's a perfect concealing location. Alright, I'm gonna do some of this.
It's where the heroin junkies hang out.
And the
Okay.
bridge trolls.
This how you set watch?
Sure, I'll go first.
Synchronized watches now.
Okay. You all have the same time.
You guys have watches?
I want to take
They're,
first watch with him because I
Wrist-mounted
don't,
You
sundials.
don't trust him?
because I don't trust him.
Okay. Who's taking second watch?
I'll take second watch.
Anyone taking it with him?
I will.
Alright. So you're taking 3 watches, sounds like, and leaving Mavis to watch alone in the third watch. That's fine.
I'll summon an animal familiar too.
We should break up
Help
the
me.
watches based on perceptions. So you have a 15 with a 12.
Yeah, it's actually a good point.
Oh, I see what
Yeah.
well, see, looks like you both are. So the second watch, you have two fairly low perception guys. So what do you do on your watch? The two of you, the 2 death clerics. You hear
Talk about death.
you hear the snoring from the other 3.
Well, how do you bury people?
You see the carries around. He's kind of using it as a pillow, and every so often there's like a motif of a little hooded lantern on the top, and every so often it kind of opens, and it's like the hood functions, so you see it almost like a searchlight or like a lighthouse, like it's scanning, and then it closes again. It's
Okay.
slightly creepy a little bit, and it's not like shooting out light, it's like a violet light or like a black light, so when it highlights things that are white, they glow that weird unearthly light that gives the black light kind of does, but then it'll shut again.
Okay.
As the 2 of you kind of stare at each other while you're taking watch.
Yeah, I'm just taking watch.
Nothing happens throughout your watch.
Maybe observe some sort of religious ritual or prayer or something during the.
Yeah.
Maybe like a small collection of bones, probably human. Not really sure which ones they are. Like finger bones or toe bones or something. Might say a prayer and roll them and then look at them and don't know.
I'm imagining you both praying at each other. Like
I'm counter praying him.
We're praying cautiously while staring at the other one.
Yeah. Oh, great Celeborn, please protect me from those who do the opposite of what you like. but also just like
Evil.
pausing to stare. Yeah,
Like this guy.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, competitive praying. It's a new sport.
You've heard of counterspell. Now there's
Look at how you
counter
would
prey.
score points in that.
Yep. And then Elias gets up with Tanros, and they both have terrible night vision, apparently, or at least.
Actually, I have dark vision.
I know you do. I'm just saying, like with your passive perception, for some reason.
Oh
you're
yeah.
failing to notice things or whatever, and you're whispering to your book, and your book is whispering back. And when you are sitting there in the corner fiddling with your book, it keeps the lantern keeps opening up, and you notice that it's scanning the skies, like it's constantly scanning the skies.
I start looking up then.
Okay. When you start
If
looking,
the book is looking up, then I'm looking up.
when you start looking up, then the book purple light goes to a golden light.
Ah, okay. Eyes on the sky. Got it. I spend the rest of my time looking up at the sky,
Alright.
looking for things.
Make a perception.
Whatever it's trying to point out.
Yeah, make a perception roll.
Perception.
Ugh. All right.
God.
You look, but you see nothing, and your watch passes without incident, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
And then you wake Mabeth up.
Mavis, look at the sky. Something needs to be in the sky. Look at the sky.
You know how vague that is.
Yes.
Right, thanks for the information.
You're welcome. Good night.
Wow.
Sleep tight, don't let the dolls bite.
Weird.
Well,
It's too weird.
I will summon an animal familiar,
Okay.
specifically an owl, to kind of be my eyes.
Does that help?
And otherwise, sorry, what was that?
Does that give you perception bonuses or anything for having that? I don't think so, right? It's just you're just setting it out to look at things or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it the spell summon animal, or what are you casting, or how are you doing this? Find familiar. Oh, you're literally casting a find familiar.
Yeah, that's basically me do that. Basically to summon an animal.
Yeah. Do you have the 10 gold worth of incense?
Let me see. Without the material components, it says, or wild companion.
Oh, okay. As soon as anyone found age use magic action or spell slot to cast find familiar without material. Oh, I see. So it's a short term from I get it. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say because you technically already took your long rest, then you can keep it for the day.
Okay.
All right. So you summon an owl, and what are you doing with it? Just having it hang out with you?
Yeah, having it keep an eye out, especially keep an eye on the sky.
Okay.
Could have it do a perimeter check.
Can you communicate with a familiar?
Says I have a telepathic connection and can communicate telepathically.
Okay. Then while you're basically seated under the bridge. The owl will occasionally, go up and fly around and give you the all clear, except for one time when it says, "There's 3 figures up on the bridge."
Are they on birds?
They are.
Actually, it says I can, as a bonus action, see through the familiar's eyes if it's within 100 feet of me.
Okay. I'll say yes for the purposes of this. That you see through the eyes of the owl. There are 3 figures in silver and white armor with blue cloaks. Make a perception roll, actually, or investigation. Under the armor, or peeking out around the armor, there are lots of black feathers, which you found, I believe, some black feathers at one of the spots you were investigating, the gravesite area. 2 of them are mounted on giant vultures, and one of them is mounted on a hippogriff. And they seem to be aware of your party under the bridge. They are looking down over the edge at times. They seem completely at ease with heights. Well, I mean, they're on flying creatures, so of course they would be. You can't really make out what they're saying because the owl is keeping a distance just in case. And just kind of flying overhead and trying to look like a normal owl caused them some notice.
So they have, the people themselves have black feathers?
Yes. Yeah. There are aspects of their armor that has like black feathers in it, on it. You're not sure exactly. It looks like some kind of a... It's hard to see because they're wearing cloaks and they're mounted, but it looks like it's some kind of a mesh that they wear around their armor that has feathers on it.
Okay.
Sunak Kenku.
It's a magic item that I can't tell you about till you get one or try one out.
And are there any, like, identifying marks, like a group they seem to be from on their armor or anything?
I would assume the air symbol, if visible.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that with it being nighttime and with the owl trying to keep a respective distance, you can't really get those details. If you want to send the owl closer, then I will start rolling some things.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
I should probably also ask, do they look human or...
Yes, they all look human.
Okay. So they may not have dark vision. Let's see, an owl is pretty stealthy. Well... Oh, wow, yeah, it is.
What's its base stealth bonus?
5, looks like.
5. Okay. Alright, so you ask the owl to cruise in closely and quietly. They're on a bridge with nothing around, so it can approach stealthy, but it's not going to be not seen. You know what I mean?
Why casually?
So it is able to get a pass without them seeing it coming. But after it flies by, the people on muttering back and forth. Make one more perception roll.
Okay.
You're looking specifically for any kind of a symbol on them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a quick flyby. You can definitely guarantee that they're humans, 2 males and a female. It looks like, not elves, nothing distinguishing as far as like ears or anything that would make them not definitely human. You think you caught some kind of like a motif or something that was on the pin that holds the cloaks on, but it's not something that you recognize. Not a heraldry you're familiar with. It's not like a religious symbol necessarily. I mean, I'll give you a history check with disadvantage.
Okay.
But you don't see any of the cult symbols that you've come across.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah, you're not familiar with whatever symbology, but they are all wearing the same outfit basically. And the one on the hippogriff looks like he's probably in charge.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And after about an hour and a half or so, they.
Um.
Oh, go ahead.
Actually, let me checking something real quick. Okay. Ooh, nice.
You can make another pass if you want, but they are now they see the owl go by. Like it came in behind quietly and stealthy like, but after it flies over fairly low, they're just like, like buzz the tower, like oh shit. So if you circle around for another pass, they would see it coming this time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm going to, as quietly as I can, I'm glad I, had this prepared. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, get close to, my party members and say, the 3 people on the birds are up there on the bridge. Should we try to do something about them? Catch them unawares and find out who they are?
I would like to pet the birds.
Well, me too, but it's the people I'm more worried about.
I prepare for battle.
How far from us are they?
They are on the bridge, so you've got probably a mile's worth of trekking out to the foot of the bridge and then up the ramp. They would see you coming from literally a mile away.
Okay, yeah.
They would literally just fly off then.
How far away are they, like, straight up? Like, if I step out from under the bridge and they're leaning over the bridge.
Damn. That's a good question. Why don't we say 200 feet from the point where you're at? Like, way up there. Like, I mean,
The bridge is 200 feet tall?
Right. Like, that's the reason that they chose this spot, is so that they can just kind of eyeball where you're located.
Right.
So if you move, it's going to be obvious that you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to wait for us to come to them, because if they wanted to engage us, they would have by now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they wanted us dead, we'd be dead by now.
Well, you don't know what their power level is. Although
Well, I
short of a
suppose.
party of 6.
Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do about it at this point.
Okay.
6 of
Well,
them.
I'll see. I'll see if I can have my owl identify them then, I suppose. But... So yeah, I think I'll try to have my owl do another pass.
Okay. Let me check something.
Heavy crossbow is short range is 100, long range is 400 feet. So that's you have disadvantage when you get into the further distance.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm waiting for owl stats to pop up here. Come on, owl. Why is it not working?
Most of my spells are in the 30-foot range. Couple in 60-foot.
20. Why are you just suddenly being really, really, really laggy? Oh, there it is. Owl. Okay. As the owl kind of comes around, making the lead mounted knight raises his hand, and a blast of frost shoots out of his palm, and you lose sight of anything.
Your drone's gone dead.
Yeah, they shut down your drone. Make an Arcana roll, and you can figure out what kind of spell it was.
Hmm.
It was Ray of Frost, cantrip.
Hmm.
Well, they're
At least
probably
level-
not the fire people.
Why would you waste a high-level spell on a...
It's a cantrip, I think.
It is. It's a cantrip.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't Ray of Fire or Firebolt. It was.
Or a scorching ray.
It was some cold air. Or was it water? Ray of Frost? Could it be a little both? And
Well, I
yeah, anyway.
suppose that we will be watched.
Well, you're on the last watch anyway, so by this point, the long rest has ended, and everyone can wake up. Yeah, you don't have your familiar anymore.
Well, I think he woke us all up already.
Yeah. Well, you would have had to finish your long rest, so any disturbance of less than 10 minutes doesn't break a long rest,
Okay.
according to rules.
Okay, and did you say I can take a long rest now, or I've lost those
You would have
resources?
finished the long
You had
rest.
yours already.
Yeah, you had that first.
Okay.
So so that's gone.
We lost Michael.
Oh no. But in the morning, you don't see them. Them being up on the bridge, and you don't know if they left or not, because if they did, they didn't go in the direction where you could see them.
We could check out the top of the bridge, see if they left anything there, but I think it probably makes more sense just to continue on our
Yeah,
previous
I think
plan.
so.
Agreed.
All right. So you're gonna head back down the river. So about by noon-ish, you've gotten to the opposite side of where the delegation is. I mean, you recognize that piece of land that you were on yesterday. And at this point, oh, he's coming back. He must have just crashed.
He tried a minute ago.
But you said you're not like trying to check the shore here. You're just heading down south as quick as you can, or whatever.
Well, no, we wanted to.
When
we got to this point, I think we wanted to start looking and going slower.
Yeah, once we got parallel with the
Where the
site.
What I miss?
Nothing, I don't think.
Not much. We did not interact with the his drone owl got shot down, but they didn't
Yeah,
bother.
listen. Last I heard was an ice blast come from the knight's hand.
Yep.
Thank.
Yeah, moving at a slower pace, you can make it.
Thank.
Yeah, moving at a slower pace, you can make it to the Vale of Dancing Waters by the end of the day.
We find nothing other than what we've already found.
Well, let me see. Yeah, nothing yet. No. No sign of anything going ashore. Let me check something on the Veil of Dancing Waters. I should also roll a d20 for random encounters.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I have rolled. And where did that list of sites go? Dang it. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. V for Veil. Okay. What level is this thing supposed to be? This might be a bad place. That's the problem with this adventure. Like, what you're supposed to do at your level, you are so far away from. You are very close to stuff that is twice your level. Like, dangerously close to places that are twice your level right now. Like, knocking on the doorstep of places that are twice your level.
What level are we supposed to be right now?
If you were at this part of the adventure, 6th, I think. Well,
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Well, this
I'm
part
on
of the map.
level 3.
Yes, I know, because I'm doing a terrible job trying to guide you where you're supposed to be. Because it's an open adventure like this, and it tells you, yeah, it's very open and you can go wherever you want, but try to lead them into these places. It's very hard. I don't know if this is a... I have to read this whole section because I haven't read the Veil of Dancing Waters at all. So I think I might actually have to stop early, just so that I can try to get this back on track without. Yeah. This is one of the biggest complaints people have about this adventure is the fact that it's so open and you can just go anywhere.
Well, I remember we tried this before. I don't remember anything.
You guys didn't get this
from
far.
it.
You ended in Belliard, or just before. I'm going to stop the stream before I gab about the previous